Today we're going to talk about a controversial topic involving one of the most anticipated video games this year. Is Atsu ugly? Now, I'm going to give you a straight answer right away. In a general sense, Atsu is not ugly. If you throw her into the everyday crowd, she might even be considered beautiful. However, video game standards are different. In video game standard, well, yes, she is unattractive. What do you mean unattractive? Well, video game characters, especially the main characters, have always been good looking, if not great looking. Everyone looks like a model, everyone is strong, everyone is cool. Everyone is badass too. There's always something that has to catch your eye. Always. This isn't just in video games. It is everywhere. It is in movies, cartoons, anime, even the way some characters are described in novels. So, if you have characters looking like these, and these, and these, then you throw in someone like this, it's not hard to see the contrast. By the way, Atsu kind of reminds me of Awkwafina. You know, the actress, comedian who is in some comedy movies these days? Wait, no way. Is she the face model for Atsu? I'm just kidding. I'm not saying that she actually looks like her. She just reminds me, okay? By the way, before Awkwafina fans stone me to death, I'm not saying that Awkwafina is ugly or unattractive. Remember, we're talking about video game beauty standards here, alright? But hey, if they ever decide on creating a live action, at least they already know who to cast as Atsu. I'm still gonna get cancelled for this one. Moving on. There are also unattractive or ugly main characters in video games, but they are very rare. They only started coming out when woke studios decided to give them a go.
So, I'm non-binary.
Why does everything need to be pretty anyways? Simple. It's what people want. You don't go to a salon to get an ugly hairstyle, do you? Also, if given a chance, would you rather be a tall, good-looking, cool person or a short and fat one? We all know the answer to that. This is because beauty sells. Same as sex sells, right? Or being cool and badass sells. Which is why Stellar Blade sold a lot of copies. Lots of copies in PS5, lots of copies in PC. Having all these reasons as to why characters need to be attractive, why is Atsu still unattractive? Why did the developers make her this way? To understand it better, let's first go back to Ghost of Tsushima. Jin Sakai wasn't the hottest guy around compared to other main characters. But at least he's cool and badass. You have to understand, just like in dating, the rules between male and female video game characters are just different. This is just the reality. You can have a male character who isn't particularly or traditionally handsome, but as long as he's cool, he will pass. The good looks are just a bonus. One good example of this one is Hunk from Resident Evil 2. See this guy? This guy doesn't even have a face. He just has a mask and that's it. But people, including me, love this guy. We want to be this guy. Because this guy's badass. Same thing with Kratos. We're talking about the older one here, okay? If you'd look at him, he's not traditionally good looking. Sure, he's like buff and strong like that, but you get the point, right? For females, it's just different. They've gotta be hot. As you would notice in most video games. Sure, we don't expect Atsu to be anything close to Stellar Blade. I mean, that game is just on a whole different level. Big W, South Korea. I was at least hoping somewhere in the area of Expedition 33, where the characters are beautiful but not sexualized. Just take a look at Lune, for example. Strong, bossy, yet feminine and beautiful. Even the other characters look good, but not in a sexual way. As I further my research, I've come across to an unpopular opinion. I think she's created like this by the developers on purpose. Is it propaganda? Is it needed in the story? It's a revenge plot after all. No reason to be pretty. Right, Uma Thurman? Why don't we meet some of the people involved in this project? Oh, I see. The game's writers include John Dumbrow and Courtney Woods, both of whom worked on Dragon Age the Veilguard, a game that is known for putting identity politics over a good storytelling. And when I say putting identity politics first, they really put identity politics way ahead of everything else.
Tosh uses them for themselves now.
They asked us to let folks know.
So Atsu looks like this because of identity politics? Well, if you'd look at the people behind the scenes, it seems to be that way. At the back of my mind, something is telling me that this has something to do with that male gaze propaganda thing. Under feminism, right? After all, Sucker Punch is a Western studio, an American studio. And in America, this is how we depict Japanese women in video games. Compare that to how Japanese depict American women in video games. You can't make this up. Here's another example. See the difference here? Just a classic example of East versus West when it comes to video game production. I'm sure that it's easy for a studio who produced and succeeded with Ghost of Tsushima to make this happen, to make their main character more beautiful, more attractive. Why won't they? Oh well, worst comes to worst, we can always mod the game when it releases, right? Oh no, no. Well, despite all this, I'm sure that the gameplay and the story will be top tier. It'll be solid, with no hint of any propaganda nor identity politics. I guess we'll just have to find out. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Atsu is unattractive? Do you think she's ugly? Let me know in the comments, and as usual, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And for our next video, we'll talk about whether is Ghost of Yotei woke or not. Because in here, we always talk about the craziest, most controversial topics that will definitely always offend somebody. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again on our next video.